stay up to date with all the latest?
It's enormous!
Well, download the free NBL app now. It's jam-packed with live scores, stats, exclusive content, and much more. Get it from the App Store and Google Play now.
We're on. All right. You apologise for everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Diamond Valley Sports and Fitness Centre. We apologise for going up late. Just a few in-house technical issues, but we appear to be up and running. My name is AJ Murphy. Sitting next to me is Jordan. Calling the stats for tonight. Very excited for this game. Melbourne United versus Cal Baptist here. So we'll get you up to speed when we can. But right now we're just going to focus on the game.
Exactly right. California Baptist, the Lancers as they are referred to, hold a 7-5 lead in the early going. Just missed about 5 minutes, so we apologise for that once again. Melbourne United at the line here, and that is one of two there for Hukporti. So here come the Lancers.
Washington just drive inside and good kick, just falls out, tried to tip back in by Coleman, couldn't make it happen, and United collect the spoils. So at the point, Fritzis. That was a nice little fake contrived for the throw down there. Big attempt by Hukporti. Fell out though. Boy, that would have been a highlight. To the foul though, and we'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, he got up there big time. That would have been some play if he was able to finish it.
Back down fake, and then he just went absolutely over his man. He was going for the highlight there.
He's a very athletic player. Unfortunately missed all of last season with an Achilles injury, but looking to bounce back. Still only 21 years of age, and if he can be this athletic at this age, it's going to make you a very valuable player.
Absolutely. Finished his debut season with United leading the league defensive rating as a 19-year-old, so nothing but up for him here. Shots made, the subs made, and it's all tied up at 7 apiece. 4:35 remaining in the first term.
Sort of full court pressure here for Melbourne United is something that Vickerman has prided himself on since he's been Melbourne United coach since 2017.
Washington saw a gap, decided to take it. That one floated and just fell out. Deserved shot, but United once again collected. So, point. Pushing really hard there is Newley. Kicks it out. Sends a pass back. Just back and forward here to the wing. Triplet. Can't drop it. All the Lancers at the point. Chiquinho kicks it around. He's going to get the pass back, but didn't. Inside Luke Travers, who drops the two. Gets the Lancers ahead.
They've come out full of energy. They have the Lancers. Didn't have a great night the other night against the Bullets. So it's good to see that they've come out with a bit of fire, a bit of energy, as a foul is committed there by Washington on Eric Fritzis, Diamond Valley's own, which is where we are this evening.
Exciting for that young man to lead for United in front of a home crowd. As we said, we'll I suppose get into our pre-game ramble at the quarter time, given that we did go up late. But really good to see him out here as Fritzis first.
Playing long rebound, Chris. Go get it now. Go get it now.
Had a good season for the Eagles in the NBL1, making it all the way through and missing the grand final by one game, which no one thought Diamond Valley were going to do this year. So the Lancers go again. Chiquinho. It's a nice screen there. Still has possession in the key. A little bit careful. Finds it inside. Work down his Goodrick. Nothing happening there.
It's a great scrap for the rebound there.
Absolutely. It's still retain possession, the Lancers. Now, Drago just fights it up. Really good effort there. Pops for two.
And as you can see by the coaching staff thinking there might have been a bit of contact in that. It's the one thing about American basketball. Coaches are very animated. It's very good.
Newley, now Triplet. Kicks it around to Foxwell. Just pulling for a violation. Nothing. Gee, great ball movement and just couldn't finish it off with the bonus, but the foul's called. And through will go to the line at foot two.
Melbourne United's ball movement just there you've got a lot of players here that some are contracted, some are development players, some are just, I don't want to say filling in, but some have no affiliation to Melbourne United, but their ability to just move the ball and be on the same page there, especially in the first quarter.
So this one drops.
One of two at the line.
Seems to be the story for tonight so far is 1 in, 1 out from the charity stripers. This is pushed down. Quaino found a bit of an open gap there, took it, and smart move. Just maintaining that lead. As well. Really defended. A little bit of the shot block here, the Lancers. Now he's kicked it round to Newley, who doesn't find the gap. Kicks it out long. 3 off the backboard. That one drops. Huge shot by Polsma. So, Lancers go again, and nothing happens. I think that one may have been off ball. Official just trying to find a gap to call to the bench. Eventually gets it, so
against Polsma there, just with an off-ball movement. Foxwell will check out. Krebs and Travers come in. Just over 2 minutes left here in the first, and it's been a very energetic and exciting first quarter for both teams so far.
First team foul for United as well too for the quarter, so offensively they're putting it up. That is a massive move there by Drago.
That's a big body right there. That's very tough to defend.
Absolutely, I was just about to say, seems very hard to stop as United now reset at the point. On the hands there, luckily it was recollected. Now Newland has to go base, wants to work it in, can't get it. Shot block a factor, outside, big 3, that one drops, well done Krebs. United staying in check here.
Come over from the Brisbane Bullets, has Krebs for this season in Melbourne United.
Quaino. Screen red, receives his pass back, finding nice little gaps inside the Lancers. That one outside and faked by Stevenson. He decides to pull back and drops the 2. They're not giving up this lead easily, the visitors. 1 minute 10 remaining in the first term as that was a very strong fight down there and a great drive by Travers for 2.
No, the Lancers only shot 20% from the field on Thursday night. Right now we've had it 17-17. Very high scoring first quarter here.
So at the point, Quaino. Control dribble, but he still made it work. Stevenson pulls back, falls very short. Hands on that shot as well too, so off they'll go. Travers wants to push it hard. Newley flies, got stopped. She's going to see a foul there and go to the line for 2.
Newley, he's been all over the world playing, and at the age of 38, he's still here doing pre-season games here at Melbourne United. His 19th season as a professional. He's played in Greece, Turkey, Russia, Lithuania. Now he finds himself at a pre-season game.
Absolutely, 3 World Cups and 2 Olympics. This man, he's strange to a basketball as he takes the first and drops it.
Just shot just under 80% in last year's NBL season.
One rebound, Dom. Bradley, you got shooter. Bradley, shooter. Go get him.
So again, 1 from 2 from the line. Take a slim lead though as Lancers go again. Inside pass was really well done there to Coleman. Fight for the rebound and United will collect. Chance here to extend the lead now. Travers. Newley, captain for tonight. Just moving this ball around the top. Screen red there with nothing called. Chavez just goes up. Really well collected rebound there. Krebs found a lot of that ball and worked for the easy 2.
Got to get a shot up quick here, 1 second. Don't think he realises. Does not get it off and does bank it in, but it's unfortunately a second after the buzzer. So 22-17 going into quarter time. And do you want to do the pre-game amble now? I was going to say.
Come back off that non-shot counter. It seems to be 20-7. But yeah, absolutely. So look, again, welcome to the nest. It's a huge night for Diamond Valley to host an NBL and NCAA game here. It's a practice game, but for the community, it's absolutely fantastic. Sold out game, this one. Within 48 hours, all tickets were gone, including standing room for some people standing behind us at the moment. And that's absolutely amazing. Thank you for joining us. Once again, apologies for going up late. A few in-house issues, but they do appear to be resolved, thankfully. And we are very much looking forward to the remaining 3 quarters.
Exactly right. And the Lancers, just to give a bit of history on California Baptist University, their men's program started up in 1969. They were in the NAIA level until 2010. Moved into the NCAA Division 2. They were quite a successful Division 2 school, made the NCAA tournament at that level 5 times, including the Elite 8 in the 2018 season. Moved into Division 1 in 2019, the Western American Conference, where they currently sit. Last season, finishing 8th in the conference with a 17-16 record. It also has been a home for a few Australians through the ranks last season. Taran Armstrong, who's now signed a contract with the Cairns Taipans. He was their leading scorer last year as a sophomore, and there's currently 2 Australians on the roster of California Baptist, with those being Tasman Goodrick, who is a freshman from Sydney, Australia, Hunter Hill High School to be specific, and Hunter Goodrick as well, who is a junior. So I'm assuming there's some sort of relation in between that. So a bit of history there on California Baptist University, and they find themselves here, pre-season tour of Australia.
Absolutely. And as for United, a couple of practice games prior to the season. Casey, I believe, playing the Phoenix. A practice game there. The teams will go up to Queensland as well too prior to the season to play a blitz round as well. I believe September. The United versus Phoenix, John Cain Arena for the opener, which will be absolutely fantastic. So can't wait for the NBL23 season to kick off. Our attention now again, and he's back out on the court for the second term. 3-point lead in the way of United. And we are back underway. Just to bring it up for United. Resets. Travers can't find a road in, so goes back to Muley. He wants to go for the drive, really well defended. Shot clock now under 10. Hard fighting there and a really good drive. Well done, Krebs. Not the first time he's done that tonight.
He's up to 9 points now so far on the evening.
This is wasting no time. Won't drop. He's now the chance to extend this lead. Krebs sees the open baseline drive, and he just got collected from behind there by, I believe, Kendall Coleman.
Coleman, a transfer from LSU in his senior year now. He's transferred, get some more minutes. He's a powerhouse from LSU. It's hard to break into that system.
It's third personal for tonight too, so he'll take a rest. United take it from the side. Just receives his pass back. Defended. Now kicks out to Newley. Just a rolling inside pass there and a really good look to Bowen for 2. The lead starting to creep away now from the Lancers. 7 points the difference. Feed inside. To Wade. Around, falls into the hands of Stevenson. Spins, shoots, can't make it drop. Recollect the rebound though. 14-second shot clock, and well, thought he had a lot of the ball there. Just collected, fast break drive, and lead now growing once again for United.
They're getting out and running really well. When it was a shootout a bit earlier on, that's where the Lancers did really well, but just getting out and running now, and that's why they've got this lead.
Looks like better use of their offense here. As evidence there, one absolutely came off the hands of Goodrick. Melbourne United again find themselves with possession. A nice scoring run to kick off the second term. So, just have full court press applied, but Lancers just retreat as Newley. It's Travers. And Bowen. With a bit of space. So that's shifted around. Sees his pass back. Gee, I was going to say bumped off there, but called by the officials. So, out of bounds, turnover.
And Dean Vickerman there, even a practice game, he's still so energetic. Thought there was a call there.
He's got to be up. The game's a game. So, Lancers. Daniels Jr. to Trials. Moving between each other now. This nice jump open too. They've had a few of them already and just haven't been able to make them, and it's kind of costing them at the moment. As they might have been just sinking almost everything at the other end to start this term. Krebs outside, 3, nails it.
That's a deep three there from Krebs, and all of a sudden that lead is out to 12. And they have not scored this quarter yet, California Baptist.
Double-digit lead for the game. Drake now to Daniels Jr. Now sees an open gap. He wants to fly high. Really well defended there by Bowen. Absolutely stopped that attempt, and United go again. Krebs wants to go 2 from 2.
Oh.
Does indeed! Huge outside look.
Krebs putting on a shooting clinic the last few minutes here, and that lead out to 15 now.
And Krebs with the hot hand is really just absolutely takes Daniels Jr. out of that drive attempt, and United go again. Bowen takes that screen. He's good hands, and now an opportunity for the Lancers. Daniels Jr. nice pass. Again, unbelievably well defended by Travers.
She's got a bit more size in that sort of lineup that I had out there, so there was no chance of a second chance opportunities or anything like that. Every time Melbourne United we got a rebound, they just pushed, and it was quick offense.
They just have to find something else in offense here, because what they're currently doing is not working. They can't let this lead extend any further this early in the game. So baseline play. Nice full hands there, fortunately, of Chiquano, who kicks it around. Stevenson just been there for a while on the outside. He's forced to step back with 5 on the clock, and there's the first 2 for the quarter for the visitors. Newley might have been looking at the bench before for a sub. Just realised he wasn't getting it, so he's still going. Travers takes off, receives an inside pass, look there, just a bit too high. United will keep possession. Now Newley again from outside for 3. 3 from 3. United.
Shooting 5 of 8 from downtown so far is United, putting on a shooting clinic from downtown.
Side feed, spin to Ariel, can go up. There's a bit of good news for the Lancers. Great move by Chiquano, who'll go over the line for one more.
That is just men against boys right there. That size, the senior out of France, 6'9", 250. There's not much you can do to stop that when he gets inside.
Drago, that was, apologies, who went up for that one, so he'll go to the line. So 5:58 in this one. 14-point lead going the way of United. The Lancers coach not happy at the moment, and pretty understandable. They've come out in the last 4 odd minutes to United and just absolutely dropped about 70-80% of their shots, and it's really costing them quickly. So just going to have to find something a bit different here, especially in defence too, to try and shut down the home team.
Exactly right, and they've got to get the ball out of Krebs' hands, just plain and simple. He's shooting the absolute crap out of it at the moment, to be honest with you. There's no other way to put it. 15 points, leading the way, and just getting it done with getting good looks. It hasn't been forced or anything like that. I reckon there's been a little bit of a forced look, especially this quarter from California Baptist. And yeah, just getting up really easy shots down the other end, as we heard the assistant coach making it very clear they don't want to allow any more threes coming out of this timeout.
10 shooting attempts for United to 25 from the Lancers, and they've only shot 9 out of that 25. So they've had plenty of attempts. They've still been able to make that ball fall. So nothing says they cannot make a charge back from here to half time.
I think they've got to try and get to the free throw line. I know there was a big difference in fouls in the first quarter, but this is the first time they're going to the line for the game, and when you're not shooting the best or you're just trying to find something, you've got to get yourself to the line, get your night started going that way. So I mean, they've got to keep attacking the basket and let them make the play.
Even just the ball movement and offence too for them. It's 1 assist to 10 currently at the moment, which is a huge stat difference when you consider just how quickly United are kicking the ball around in offence. Maybe something else to take a look at as well as that one drops.
Up to 9 points there for you, Drago.
Foxwell step back out on court. Lee now just, again, as we said, moving that ball quickly, United. Need to do something with it here. To through to Newley outside. The official puts his hands up, and the second one. Big three.
They just keep knocking them down.
Some off-season practice from beyond the arc as Bowen tries to work his player down. Can they respond in kind? They won't, but continue with the collection as the crowd gets into this. There's a big fire and a big rejection there.
I think the crowd is also up and about. The Matildas have just won on the penalty shootout. I think the word's getting around. They're excited about the game and excited about the soccer.
Wondering why everyone suddenly got a bit up and about there. So everything happening currently here at the Nest. Baseline play 10 on the shot clock. Newly wanted that one, but the official's just going to go with him tapping that out of bounds. So the Lancers will retain possession.
Bowen will check in, and Krebs will have a well-deserved rest along with Newley, 38 years of age, and he's putting in this much effort.
Fritz is also back out on court as well too, as one possession is owned by Chiquaino. Now fast drive. Fritz is back there, but nothing happening. The official may have seen. Controlling. Call. A couple of extra steps for the dribble.
I think something to note, especially with California Baptist, is a very different team to the one they had last season. A lot of transfers coming in. A lot of guys have transferred to another college, so they're still learning to play with one another in this system by Rick Croy.
Foxwell, the point. There's the screen. Sees himself open, wants to put it up. Shit, bit of an awkward shot, but absolutely no issue. Everything falling for United at the moment.
That's Foxwell right there, really crafty inside.
Drago.
Oh, there, speak of the devil.
Next break, will he go up? A little bit too short. Nice drive though. Nice work, John Foxwell.
The Youth League MVP in the Big V this season. That Foxwell name, it's taking Australian basketball by storm.
A few of them out there as the Lancers just have to find something here now. Here's Junior to Chiquaino. He's heavily defended, and the officials having none of that. Now going the way of triplet. Probably the third foul for the term in total so far. Refs just happy to let this one roll a little bit.
22-5 so far this quarter. That's just, they've absolutely blitzed them. First 5 minutes, unfortunately, which you guys didn't see, was all Lancers. But this quarter, Melbourne United have just dominated.
So can they get a run prior to half-time? They certainly need some scoring opportunities here. Will that drop? It won't. Coleman working his player down, and will go to the line for two.
It's that sort of stuff there. You've got the mismatch there. You've got to be going up. You've got to be drawing a foul or making a bucket there. That's how you get yourself started on runs. Especially on a Melbourne United team that, like I said before, there's developmental players, contracted players, non-contracted players. They face a bit of adversity. Who knows what you can do here. It's Coleman at the line.
Crowd giving that standard absolute workout at the moment as Coleman drops the first.
Currently past 3 a.m. in California. I'm sure we got a few California Baptist University students or alumni or fans with us, so thank you for joining us as Coleman makes the second as well.
Very happy both of those drops as lead goes back within 20. Foxwell worked up the court by Daniels Jr. Screen, but still running. Bowen now, triplet, outside for three. Gee, absolutely everything going United's way in offence at the moment.
7 of 11 so far from downtown. You can't shoot much better than that.
Daniels Jr. to Chiquaino. Now, Coleman still stuck outside the three-point line here. Got to find inroads, the Lancers. Shot clock now becoming a factor, sitting at 5 seconds. Work down, another turn and shoot by Coleman. Again, he'll go to the line for two. So at least they're working United down in offence now and putting themselves at the line. As you said earlier, Jordan, they just hadn't found that at all really in the first quarter, and at least now they're collecting a few fouls, putting themselves at the line. Just got to get a little bit of a run on here, the Lancers, just to try and find themselves back into this. Still plenty of time in this quarter to do so. It's more so though for them in defence, just about stopping United shooting. They are just up and about at the moment.
Sold out crowd really making the noise as Coleman misses the first.
7 from 10 from the three-point line, United right now. It is just an insane stat. Second one counts, another one from 2. It's a 20-point ball game. Full court press, still managed to get it in, so we'll bring it over the halfway line. They have a chance to reset properly. Triplet moves it around to the point. Wants to get it passed back and does. Triple teamed almost. Finds Bowen outside. Fake off drive for 2. Fast passing by United.
Just great ball movement, plain and simple. It's been the difference in the game. Great shooting from United, but they're getting great looks.
To Stevenson. Gets the shot off, but can't do anything with it. So now Tylen Riley has to work Kafritzis down. He had hands on it. That's why it fell short. Difference there by Kafritzis. United want to push hard. Kafritzis kicks it outside. Triplet. Got a foul inside. How's the official going to see that shot? It's potentially before it's released. So the basket won't count. Foul in the way of Kafritzis. Was it Kafritzis? He called 53, so it must have been offensive.
Yeah, he just went into him. He was set.
Just none of the players are moving up court, so just trying to work out which way we're going. Regardless, we've got a timeout. 2:44 remaining in the second term. United 47, Lancers 25. A big quarter so far by Melbourne United.
Exactly right, and only a few weeks until the NBL kicks off, and it's just getting better and better every single season. And Melbourne United memberships are now on sale. There's premium, gold, silver and full season memberships have already been sold out, so get in quickly. The spectacle of the NBL just keeps building season on season. The atmosphere is just getting better and better, so don't miss out on your chance to get a Melbourne United membership to see all the home games and see a team that is looking to bounce back after missing the finals by 0.06 of a point percentage last season. There's a couple of free throws here and there and they would have made it, so
it's always the singles. So fantastic, the NBL coinciding with the new NBL1 series as well too, which we've been calling all year as well. It's really great to see that professional and semi-professional leagues really sort of connecting with each other and now making it go national as well too. I believe the Southern Conference Finals tonight as well too. Have a look at the score, but Sandringham versus Knox down here. A fierce battle as well to then go over to WA. So playing the national finals, which will be absolutely fantastic as well. So team stepping back out on court here. So we've really just said time and time again this quarter, it's absolutely on the Lancers here, both really in offence and defence. They've made some roads down their end of the court, but stopping United shooting is their biggest issue right now as they're back underway. What can the visitors do? Coleman. It's now inside to Stevenson. Sounds he wants to work his player down in Krebs, but that one can't fall, and now they're off again. Travers, good hand. Fight for it. How's the official going to see this?
I think it's a foul they've called there against Stevenson, I believe.
Stevenson looked disappointed, but the officials put his hands up to say that one's going the way of United. So 5 team fouls. We're over the line for 2. He was a bit disappointed there. He thought he copped the foul and went off for a sub, not realising that it went the other way. So Stevenson will go to the line. 4 points for him tonight. I'll make it 5 on that one.
So Stevenson, a transfer this season, is a senior. Shoots 85% from the free throw line last season for California Poly University as he splits the difference. 1 of 2 from the line. Take his sub now, so
Take a seat alongside Coleman as back underway for United. Travers. No hurry here, Melbourne. Just want to get around and find a good inroad now as Bowen. Some slide to Travers. Work his play down with 5 on the clock. The official sees a foul. One going the way of Charles. His first personal. We've seen him going up for a shot there too, so he'll go to the line for 2. It's on the step sometimes, not necessarily on the actual shot attempt. And the official signal is the coach that he was going up for the shot, so that's why he's taking the bonus. Drops the first.
Luke Travers, a couple of years ago, was actually a second-round draft pick by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Played in the Summer League a little bit. Now he's trying to build himself here at Melbourne United after a year at the Wildcats as a development player.
There we go. So Riley, who saw a gap, was forced to give it out though. Gee, the defence is just heavy here by United. He's going to have to be, I was going to say, carefully with 5 on the shot clock. The official just holding that one up.
Yeah, always a scary thing when someone's legs just gets sat on like that. So have a brief stoppage here just to wipe the court. A minute 45 left, and well, Melbourne United in firm control, but you can't expect California Baptist at all to, especially come second half, they're not going to roll over. At the end of the day, they come to Australia to play basketball. It's an unbelievable experience for them and a great opportunity for them to learn what their new players are like in a system that has worked for 11 years now with Rick Croy. There's no way they're going to roll over, and still plenty to play for, even if it's not the result.
Start of that first term, which again, we apologise that you couldn't see, they made some really good inroads inside, strong bodies, and just found some nice easy twos, and that was really what was working for them. But it hasn't come about in this second quarter, nor is there just inside or outside shooting, so they just need some angle to try and get themselves back into this game. They're showing signs. They just need that ball to drop as they're back underway. Just falling out of the hands there. There we go. He'll line again for 2.
There's 2 big bodies. I reckon if you're the other people on the court, just get out of the way. You don't need to deal with them. Don't need to get hit by them. Just get out of the way. Let them do their thing.
Just weren't happy about Andrago falling sideways there, but he took a bit of contact, so really an expected foul. So Andrago to the line.
This is the first senior transfer from Grand Canyon University. Just once again another guy that's coming into this system this year. Shoots about 50% from the line in his college career.
So that's the second. A full court press. This is going to do whatever they can to get back into this one. Travers heavily defended, but back it over. So just wants to step back and pull a 3. And that's probably the first miss we've seen in a long time from United from outside. Good percentage there with that heavy defence. So Lancers now with a rare go-ahead look here. Giles sees an open gap, drops the 2. That's what they need. Some heavy defence and then just finding the bottom of the net. United go again. Krebs was played by his defender, but decides to slow down. Just work his player down there, and United with a couple of misses going into the last minute of this second term. Lancers will want to do whatever they can to shrink this lead as they reset. Chiquinho takes the screen. Wants to take it in all the way. He's forced to feed it out. Now we see a fast break on the way of Travis, a one-on-one. An easy drive for 2.
Just been in the passing line a bit. I reckon they've had maybe 3 or 4 steals just like that, whether it be a pickpocket or something like that. Just cross-court passes. It's just hurting them.
Won't be able to get last possession here. Just going to the game clock. 3 attempt won't drop. The official's seen shoulder foul go on the way there of Drago.
Melbourne United will get the last shot if they want it. Looks like it'll be a timeout for Dean Bickerman. So 21-point lead, 50-29. It's been a shooting masterclass from Melbourne United. They can add to this lead as a timeout is called with 18.8 left here in the second quarter.
Are showing some good signs there in the last minute and a half. Just stopping Melbourne shooting and then getting something down their end. Sounds a bit basic, but that's pretty much what they need to do in order to really find themselves back in this one. But with the way United is shooting at the moment, it's going to be a very tricky path back. So, we said about to go into half time here. United clearly just chatting about what they want to do for what you would assume would be the final play.
So, as I briefly stated before, it was a couple of nights ago against the Brisbane Bullets that Baptist University only shot 20% from the field. They've got 32% at the moment, so it's an improvement. They've actually had 8 more shots than Melbourne United. Now, granted, Melbourne United have shot more threes, but if you get 8 more shot attempts up, you should be closer than 21 points. And I think it's just shown how incredible Melbourne United have shot the ball 65% from the field. You just don't see that sort of stuff, especially from a group of guys who wouldn't have played with each other, might have played against each other a lot, but played with each other too much. And it's very hard to go with a team that's shooting that well from the field.
Absolutely. So, 18 seconds left. United will run the last play here. Krebs is forced to retreat, under 10, wants to reverse and go back in, heavily defended with the spin shot, won't make it fall. They've got 2 seconds here, they can get a shot on if they want. He just couldn't collect the ball with Childs. Sheehan just went a little bit long, so we'll finish the half there. United 50, the Lancers 29. Krebs shooting heavy for United at the moment with 15, Newley with 9, and Travers with 7, and Drago currently with 10, Stevenson with 5, and Charles with 4 points. Bowen getting on the boards too with 8 rebounds, Goodrick with 6 for the Lancers as well, and as I said, we've got plenty to talk about stats-wise. We're going to take a break though. The stream will not go anywhere, we promise. The audio will though as we have a bit of a rest, but we'll be back just before the start of the second term.
stay up to date with all the latest direct from the NBL?
That is enormous!
Well, download the free NBL app now. It's live scores, stats, exclusive content, and much more. Get it from the App Store and Google Play now.
we are back, getting ready for the second half here at the Nest. Cal Baptist Lancers versus Melbourne United. Entertaining first half. United and the Lancers, I should say, in that opening term really went a bit neck to neck, but in the second, well, Melbourne absolutely opened up from beyond the arc, shooting the lights out and taking the lead that you see before you right now. 21 points. As well as a big crowd eruption, we should obviously mention as well too the Matildas getting up, which everyone and their dog has had their eye on tonight through this game as well, but the ladies did get up there, so it's fantastic. And their eyes can go back onto this game for the second half.
And yeah, look, like we said at the back end of that second quarter, there's a 21-point deficit here. It's going to take something really special, but there's more things here than just the result. You know, they're coming out here to Australia. You're playing, like we said, there's a lot of new players into this lineup. You know, in the second half, the coach might try and run some sets that they haven't run too much before, try some different lineups, that sort of stuff. So plenty of action-packed things still to come. Just looking through some stats that have showed the real difference in the game. We talk about shooting percentage. Melbourne United 62% compared to 31% from the Lancers, so double the percentage, which you just do not see. So it's a bit stiff for the Lancers to come across a Melbourne United team that have not done much wrong here in the first half, and I think it's been a testament to their ball movement. 12 assists to 2 in Melbourne United's favour. Something that, like we said, Melbourne United have prided themselves on. Last season was their lowest assist total under Dean Vickerman, only 14 assists per game they averaged. So they'll be happy looking at that, seeing there's 12 in the first half. That's something that Dean Vickerman has prided himself on since he took the reins at Melbourne United.
Absolutely. Big shout out as well too to Caringbah Phantoms Basketball Club, chosen as the team of the week for tonight's game. You probably saw on stream there, playing a half-time game. Club president Michael McMahon just tapping me on the shoulder before, but fantastic club. Almost 700 players this season, gone from strength to strength. It's good to see our domestic clubs in our local area getting the next set of superstars ready to go as we are ready to go. The team's now stepping back out on court. So if United continue to shoot here, this will be over by three-quarter time. It's all on the Lancers to just try to find something in both offense and defense. They made inroads at the end of that second term, and they will get first possession here as we kick off the third term. And we're underway. Washington. Daniels Jr. at the point. Once against the screen, wants to go base on a fast drive, but really good hands there by Travers.
Just too big there. It's very hard to get a shot off in that situation. There's a little bit of an attempted alley-oop pass there from Krebs to Hukporti, but foul called, and it'll be 2.
Height from United really starting to show on court too. A lot of times Lancers have just driven in, they've hit absolute brick walls. Sometimes that just makes really all the difference as the first one drops for Hukporti.
Like we said earlier, unfortunately, his previous season was cut off due to an Achilles injury, but still 21 years of age. And I think we've shown his raw talent here with his athleticism here tonight.
Talent tonight, he's really the only one almost that shot 2 from 2 from the free throw line. So, good start from Melbourne. Let's just go again. Goodrick. Outside to Stevenson. Just to take 2 players on for a floating 2. That one just falls outside. Really good hands from Mondrago. Wanted to get it out. Almost turned it over, but Daniels Jr. collects. Under 10 on the shot clock now is a good drive in. Gee, that would have been special if Washington could get that up. But United now go for a 3-on-2. Outside, Krebs for 3. Falls right.
Good rebound there from Mondrago. That's the physicality they've been wanting. Nearly threw it over though. Here's Stevenson. He'll go all the way and make it look pretty easy there over the tall defender.
A little bump in the back there and still managed to make that one work. So, really good drive by Brantley Stevenson. Triplet. 40 at the point. Factor here, Krebs trying to find an inroad, forced to turn and shoot, falls short. Now the official's probably going to see that off the hands of Lancers, and that's the correct call. tried his best to convince that one there, but it wasn't going to happen with the view the official had. So 14-second shot clock reset as Travers inbounds. He's just putting his hands up in appeal there, but good call. But certainly in no hurry here. Want to find the best option. Heavily forced in, but didn't matter. Really good drive and look there from Triplet.
He's got 6 points now, the young Triplet.
Here's Junior. Saves his pass back. He wants to go up for 3, and that one sinks. Hasn't happened a lot tonight for the Lancers, but you're going to need to find a lot more of them.
He can shoot the ball, Daniels Jr.
40.
Oh, great steal.
Wow, really good hands there from Mondrago, and now the Lancers can go. Goodrick wants to go for the one-on-one. Forced to kick it back outside. Stevenson sees a gap, pulls up for the 2. It was a bit long, and couldn't be rescued by Mondrago, so... United. Krebs. Ooh. Hands in there, and hands in there too. Big call there on Scotty Washington.
He's positioned his body really well there, Krebs. He had a high defence there from Washington, and just found a way to get him off balance.
Seen that a couple of times from United tonight, backing into their player and waiting until they step back and then just turning and pushing on them to find the open gap. Other times it's resulted in this, themselves at the line as Krebs goes up, drops the first.
That is a very loud squeal from someone in the audience. Nearly a full house here this Saturday night, and the atmosphere at certain stages has been very, very good as both free throws are made.
Away the Lancers go again. Dominic Daniels Jr. to bring it up. Now Stevenson. Almost cut off, but they managed to make it work. He wants to pull back. Official finds a 3, and they'll recollect with 14. Back to Stevenson. Also wants to pull back for 2. Finds the basket there. Backboard.
Good no call there from the ref. Krebs, that's smart when you're out of position there, but that's just a good move there from Stevenson, and a nice bucket as we have a brief stoppage in play. Krebs not agreeing with the no call. Sometimes you do have to look at the size difference between the two players. A 20-point lead as it stands, and I think the Lancers have come out in the second half just with a bit more energy. I think the bench is a bit more energetic. They're getting better looks. Their defence has been better. So, although it hasn't affected much of a change on the scoreboard, their brand of basketball in this 3 minutes has been a lot better than what we saw in the second.
Absolutely correct. Doing what we want here. Watching one-way traffic isn't a lot of fun, so it's good the Lancers have stepped out in this third term as Newley, who's just stepped on the court and caught up. Krebs, fully defended.
Great pass.
Over the top, really well done. Pass by Bowen.
Yeah, that's the ball movement right there that we've seen tonight.
Junior. The point to Stevenson. Nice fake, drop in and shoot. He's starting to find himself into this game.
Up to 11 points now for Stevenson. Most on the court for the Lancers.
Outside, another 3-point look, and we're starting to fall a little bit short now, United, from outside, and Lancers can take control of this should they wish to. But hands in like that, so hands by Travers.
17 on the shot clock.
Yeah, still that 20-point lead as well. Sitting around that for quite a while now. As Lancers go in, Daniels Jr. finds the gap. Almost looked like he made harder work of it than he needed to, but it didn't matter. United want to go quick. Outside 3. Doesn't drop. Now, that percentage is starting to drop for United. Falling under 50% now from outside. As they go in again. Two very tall players on there. Did Daniels Jr. to make it work, but fast turnover. We're getting the ball back.
A few subs coming in. Foxwell and Fritz is checking in along with Thew. As Krebs, Bowen and Travers will sit. So it's been a decent 4 and a bit minutes here for the Lancers.
Quaino's just a step back out on court. He's got 5 left. The bench calling it out now. He's just going to go almost 1 on 2. That's really good hands there for Foxwell.
How good was that from Foxwell?
Unbelievably good.
Great defence there. Just stayed with him the whole time. Still only 17 years of age. That's a name that you're going to need to keep aware of for a few years to come.
Speaking of, it's caught up. Over the top to Gafritzis. Looks like from our angle it was a foul, they call, but it ended up going up, and he'll go to the line for one more.
Up to 15 assists now, Melbourne United. Foxwell seemed like he was in a bit of trouble there, and Gafritzis just with a great back cut, just on the same page there.
15-3. We pointed that out, I think in the first or second quarter as well too, that it was a big stat difference, and it's still remaining the same. It just shows how much United are really moving that ball around as Gafritzis can't make the bonus. Chiquaino. Charles. Spend a lot of time with it. Not a bench pleading for a double dribble there, but getting called as Chiquaino goes in. Easy drive. 2. So Newley, Fritzis, now Foxwell. Fritzis with the United singlet on in front of his home crowd will do everything he can. Seconds and 5 seconds on the shot clock. Just turning over, and now they've got a free open look here. Oh! Newley for a rejection. Both players hit the bench. Huge rejection there.
38 years old, you reckon? How's that for a chase down block as a foul will be called there?
Well,
wow.
We love the KO highlight reel on that one. It looked like Lancers were out there. Newley from behind.
I don't think Chiquaino even knew he was there. He just rocked up.
I won't lie to you, I don't think we knew he was there. He came out of nowhere. Looked like a pretty easy open drive, that one, but absolutely huge by Newley. So it's resulted in this down the other end. Foul on the drive, and Triple will go to the line for 2.
Yeah, like we've said, 38 years of age, played all over the world, and that is a chase down block that is to be remembered right there. Nearly pinned it against the glass.
Absolutely, Triplet. Playing for Keilor in the NBL1 South Division. He's a development player currently for United, heading into his 3rd season. Certainly looking to impress as the second one drops. Chiquaino. That's a very heavy screen there. Coleman decides to kick it around to Stevenson. He's forced to stop by Newley. Again under 10 on the shot clock. Chiquaino. Just spinning around there. Now they've only got 1 on the shot clock. They're going to have to get it up, and they're going to run out of time. Stevenson needed to put that one up, decided to pass it, and the shot clock beats them.
That just speaks to the defence right there of Melbourne United. That's 24 seconds of outstanding defence. Never had a chance really to get a shot off there. And
the only way Lancers are going to beat it at the moment is just by moving that ball around a bit faster. They've got to get United off balance in defence, because right now Melbourne are absolutely swallowing them in that department. So Foxwell. Looks it inside. Gee, that was a really low percentage look there. Almost fell in though, as Lancers want to push heavily. Daniels Jr. goes outside for 3. That one won't drop for Chiquaino. Right under the ring. Goes to the hands of Newley. United will go again. Now Newley. Brings it inside to Foxwell. Looks outside for Triplet from beyond quarter court. Just falls short.
Going to be cold from downtown after the shooting spree in the first half.
Inside. Coleman puts his player down. The official sees a foul. Go in the way of Newley. We'll go to the line for 2. So, I was just waiting for it to tick over, but it actually already has. It's United's first team foul quarter so far. It's really just showing how impressive their defence has been in this third term. Still keeping this game at that 20-point lead. Unfortunately, unable to make the first.
61% he shot last year, Coleman with LSU from the charity stripe.
So, just for a second.
19-point lead as it stands, and the brand of basketball has been better from the Lancers, but just Melbourne United just been better at the defence, at the shooting, just plain and simple at the moment.
That's really what it's come down to. Go again. Point is Bowen. That backdoor cut. Now he's just left open for two and falls very long.
Might be a reason he was that wide open.
Chiquinho. Feeds it to Drago. Let's look his player down again. Big rejection there. Huge hands by Travers.
Nearly snatched that off him there, and
that's 11 blocks to 0 going United's way tonight, which is an absolutely staggering number. We pointed out the height difference earlier, and that stat really just solidifies it as a very good step back look from Daniels Jr.
He averaged 26 points last year, Daniels, playing at community college before transferring here to California Baptist, so he can shoot the ball.
Krebs. Still leading the team in scoring, just kind of a bit quiet this third term. Can he answer back now? Gee, an off-step three, proving me wrong. 20 points for Krebs this game.
Yeah, there's not much you can do about that. That's a tough shot. He's just being all class today with his shooting.
So, Chiquinho. Mixing out to Daniels. Inside drive, just flicked it up. Heavy rebound. A smart move there from Drago, just used his body to go in to draw that foul. On the way off through.
11 blocks to 0. I don't think I've ever seen a stat of 11 blocks in a game.
Yeah, it's enormous because I've definitely seen a couple and just looked at it then and went, surely they're up, and they are definitely up. So, big number.
Great atmosphere here tonight. I think it's a real testament to what the NBL are trying to build, having these preseason games at local stadiums. He's had a pretty good night here, Drago. He's got 10 points as it still stands.
Hands on the ring there on that one, but official letting it go. We'll call Cameron Thru's name much tonight as well too. Good to see him stepping out on court.
That's the one difference between a college basketball and Australian basketball. It has to do with the ring and the offensive and defensive basket interference.
United go again. More fresh faces on court, as we said. Krebs from court to court. Falls right. Big rebound there from Coleman. Away the Lancers go again. Daniels. He's inside. Looks his player down. Coleman tried to kick it baseline, but it's intercepted by Thru. Open move again. Travers.
Great work from Coleman there.
Absolutely.
Maybe not.
All flicking back and forward, and again, just misplaced hands. Bit sloppy here from both teams. Can't be finished by Bowen there, so Lancers to finally find some control here. Charles. Not that dribble, but finds a Drago. Defended now with 10 on the shot clock. To get it in. Defensive pressure under the ring is just too much. The Lancers need to move this ball around. That outside look falling very short. United will go again.
2 of 10 from downtown so far from the Lancers, so it just hasn't worked for them tonight.
Bowen decided against going inside and now resets. Travers back to Bowen. Feet just inside the 3, and that 2 will drop. 15 seconds left in the third term. Lancers will want this to be the last possession, you would think. It's Daniels. Just to read the screen, heavily defended outside. Against that three. They don't want to let the shot clock beat him again. And, well, Travers will add another block to their already immense total to cap off that third term. It was United at 67, Lancers 45.
After all that, Melbourne United win the quarter. Like we said, it's a better brand of basketball from the Lancers, especially in that first 5 minutes. The last 5 minutes there, just probably better defence from Melbourne United. I think a couple of shot clock violations, shots late in the shot clock that are contested. It's great team defence there from Melbourne United. If you can keep a team to 45 points in 3 quarters and shoot the ball as well as they have, still over 50% despite the fact that they had a bit of a down quarter there. Got to take that every single day of the week. So Krebs leads away with 20. It's just absolutely great shooting from him. Next up is Newley and Travers, both with 9. Looking at the Lancers, Stevenson. Nice quarter there for him. He's got to 11. Daniels Jr. with 10. And Udrago with 10 as well.
It's really a tale of two ends at the moment. Ultimately, it's coming down to just the offensive passing. United are just shifting that ball around quickly, which is opening up those gaps. Lancers, on the other hand, though, are doing a lot of just solo dribbling, driving, spinning, but the defensive pressure is just too immense on them at the moment, especially with that height advantage that United seem to have at the moment. Just going to move that ball around a bit more, try to open up those gaps. Ultimately, just knock down those shot attempts they're putting up. As you said, they made a better go of it that third term. I want to try to come home as strong as they possibly can here. 22-point lead.
Yeah, well, the two massive differences, obviously the shooting percentage, the assists, 17-3. Melbourne United, as we said, last season, the lowest assists average for them, but only 14 under their coach Vickerman. Well, Baptist, on the other hand, only have 3, so that's something that maybe the assistant coaches look at and go, you know what, this quarter we're going to focus on getting assists, getting blokes open, getting cuts and movement on their offense, because it's just a bit stagnant, especially when it gets late in the shot clock with the pressure from Melbourne United.
Absolutely. So, final term about to get underway. As we said, just an exciting night for the local crowd here. United with possession. Can they expand this lead? Can the Lancers come back? Or we just see a 20-point deficit by the end of the game. They're underway. It is, as I should say, as one was well defended, but it does spill out of bounds and they'll retain possession.
.16 on the shot clock here. Travers will inbound, and hasn't he had a game on the defensive end?
I will go with Travers because I'm pretty sure that's it. It's a simple name sometimes to trip you. Is that outside look is I think it's on the very far end from us. Foul collected though.
Krebs, I believe, going to the line for 2, so just inside the arc. He's had a great night himself, especially that second quarter, end of the first and the second quarter. He just shot the lights out of it. Like we said, 3 years he's had with the Brisbane Bullets. Now he's come over to Melbourne United, and if this is a showcase of what he can bring when he's on, I think Melbourne United fans will be sitting back with a lot of excitement as he makes both from the line and stretches the lead out to a game-high 24 points.
Absolutely. Also remembering too that some of their players are clearly not here prepping for the World Cup. Shayili, Goulding. So very exciting times for this team in the upcoming season as the Lancers move that around. Heavy defence there. Gee, that was really well done by Washington.
Great finish there to move his body in the air off a much taller defender.
They've had another whole half a body height on in there, and he still managed to make a drop. So, really good drive. That's also very good defence. They find a turnover. 1-on-1 here.
Another block.
Another big rejection from United. Travers is going to go again. Over Jam, and gee, we've been looking for a big highlight.
And he's called an unsportsmanlike here.
The officials put his hand up to say it's an unsportsmanlike foul in the way of Wade.
So, going back, Travers, another block, just absolutely sensational. You're going to see a highlights package just of the blocks, I reckon, from Melbourne United on the NBL1 YouTube. He pushed, got the ball there to Hukporti and went up for a massive slam, got caught on the arm, and the officials deemed it an unsportsmanlike. Unsportsmanlike to American terms. A flagrant foul is referred to in the States as Hukporti splits the difference.
Do forget about the terminology differences sometimes, but you're absolutely correct. As United will, of course, retain possession after that. Certainly looking for a big highlight for the crowd here. One big attempt in the first quarter, and one then, both not managing to land. As United out the scraps. Speaking of that man.
Oh, what a spin.
Triple spin, and the official's not going to count that. It's going to call trouble.
I reckon that was just great spinning right there, to be honest. That was just great post moves.
When you pull out the triple, it's always risky. You've got to make sure that pivot foot's down. And
that is true.
The official saw otherwise as Lances will now go through Daniels. Just the pass back. Nice screen read there. There's that ball movement we've been saying they need to do, and I think the official with two people on the ground, they're just going to shoe off, actually, is the issue. The game will stop for that.
Slipped over a few times tonight, just in a few different spots. Yeah, Krebs up to 22 points now, game high. And clear of the next best is Stevenson with 11, so really has been his night, but it's been the defence of Melbourne United. The blocks, I know we've rambled on about it a lot, but in my time watching basketball, I don't think I've seen a block tally of that difference, 14-0.
Yeah, absolutely right. So Lancers have only got 5 on the shot clock. Again, I hope they recognise this as they've got to do something with it. Now only one. It's got to go up. 3 from Daniels. Just falls long. Tries to collect his own shot, but won't.
There's technical foul on Dean Vickerman here on the coach. So he's been, I think he deemed it as a flop. Dean Vickerman didn't use any coarse language there, so I can repeat it. He just said, how is that a flop? And a technical foul has been called. Once again, the passion of the Melbourne United coach. He's known for it a lot in the NBL, and it's coming out here in the pre-season.
A lot of times it doesn't come down to what you say, but how you say it.
And
I think that was just a bit too loud, a bit too full on, and officials not having any of it. So, and sportsmanlike down one end, now a tech down this end. This is now, as the court gets clean with a chance from the bonus line.
Daniels Jr., who'll be taking the technical foul shot, said briefly before, he averaged 26 points in community college last year, had 2 years in community college. He won the Southern California Player of the Year twice for community colleges, playing out of San Bernardino Valley College as he makes the free throw. So transferred over now after having his 2 years of eligibility in community college, now to a D1 school. And as we've seen tonight, he's a very skillful player who can get a shot off very quickly.
So, that doesn't give possession back. Over the line, but United will take possession. Go again, Bowen. It's hard in defence, but it's just to find Hukporti. Sides against that pass, and that one again as well. Now Krebs feeds it inside. Hukporti double teamed. That pass was good inside, but just fell out of the hands there. Travers. Now the Lancers just worked well inside there. That absolutely deserved to drop for Washington. Back in the hands of United. Outside, 3 attempts. There's one. Been a while between drinks, but Holzma drops the triple.
Another Diamond Valley local here playing in the Youth League this season.
As he hands there, official happy to let it go. Now the Lancers works inside from Washington. He makes good on his previous miss.
He's had a good ability to get inside and get a quick shot off Washington. Hasn't always dropped for him tonight, but he's shown that skill.
Bowen to 40. Interesting look there to Krebs, collected his own pass back. Travers inside to Hukporti for a 2. Found nothing. Just going to see that. Still going the way of United.
Few subs. Triplet will come in for Polsma. A couple of changes for the Lancers, as well as Eric Kafritzis will check in as well for Krebs. 22 points for him and a well-deserved rest. No, just over 7 minutes left here in the contest. 4 on the shot clock.
Got to get it up quick. Oh, not going to. Maybe they will. I was going to say it's going to fall in the hands of the Lancers, and it does in the end anyway. So messy there from United. Riley beats Kafritzis, decides to kick it out. Strong drive from Goodrick, lets his player down. Bench not happy with that one, but she's happy to let it go. So Travers, nice steal there. There's a Goodrick. Kafritzis on his back, but I was going to say manages to feed it inside there to Riley, and now United are going to go for a jam. Flies high as Luke Travers. Assist leader for the game so far with 7. Goodrick to Riley. Just to feed it inside to Vargo, who's working it down. The shot block once again getting called. Spin move falls short. Rebound collected and United will bring it up in the hands of Travers. Kafritzis. 40. Wants to take his player on. Big body there, finds his way around and it just falls over the ring.
He's got a couple, maybe 1 or 2 inches over his direct opponent there in Drago, and it just gives him that little bit of difference.
Riley. Big contest going down on there in the baseline between Hukporti and Drago. They're really just bodying off each other as one falls into the corner. 3 attempts, just falls out. Nice rebound by Riley, who gets it back up for 2.
Good rebound there from the freshman.
So, United again. Bowen. Fritzis. Travers to Hukporti. Just sharing it around. Spear pass down to the corner and one can't be made. It's a support for that one and just made Washington spill that ball out of bounds. So United will take it with 14 seconds on the shot clock. 5 minutes 8 remaining in this final term. 77 United, 52 the Lancers.
Had a few of those, the Lancers just haven't been able to grab on the ball. And I know there's different brands. We use Spalding. I'm not sure what they use in the Western American Conference.
It sounds silly, but there absolutely are differences between the balls that you use. Foxwell for 3. Makes good use of his time on court.
It just finds a way to create so much space, just Foxwell. Whether it's getting inside or getting a 3 off.
Some players will want to impress. Even in practice games like this, it all counts as Lancers. Nice drive there. Riley unable to make it count. The official might see him touching that out of bounds. He does, and United will take possession. First time out in a while. It's going to go the way of the Lancers. 4:34 remaining in the third term. Melbourne United 80, the visitors 52. Almost flipping a 30-point lead here. Certainly the highest of the game so far, and a dominant performance from the home team.
100%, and we've said it throughout that It's just been the shooting difference, but in the second half, it's really been the defence, the blocks, the steals, the shot clock violations, the forcing up of bad shots. Now, it's a different Melbourne United lineup to what we'll be seeing in a couple of weeks when it tips off, but it shows that the system with their man-to-man defence and how they rotate and all that sort of stuff is very fine-tuned through the coaches of Melbourne United. So they'll be using this, and I wouldn't be surprised if some game film of the defence here today gets used before the first game of the season for Melbourne United, because it really has been exceptional with their rotations, their interior defence, and it's made it really difficult for the Lancers to really get anything going.
Absolutely not wrong. Certainly done well in offence, but it's just pretty half of the course when it comes to this game. It's their defence that they have been incredibly impressive on. Their assist count, though, is absolutely huge in this game also, so full credit down that end for United as well.
21-3. That's 21 assists in a game. If you're able to get that or close to that, you're winning a lot of games of basketball.
Absolutely. So Foxwell, under 5 minutes left in this one. It's the Newley screen. He wanted the pass back, decides to go for his second in a row, can't. Fritz collects. Over the top to Newley. A bit of a rest this term, but finds himself back on. Good hands there, didn't go out of bounds. Fritzis collects, only one on the shot clock. He's forced to turn and shoot. Falls short. That's in the hands there of Drago. So Riley wants to step up for three. That also falls short. Ball in contest, but Washington manages to collect. This could just go for really anything here, and I believe has seen an offensive foul. He has indeed. It's indicated just an elbow going into his defender. Drago's third personal.
And he will sit, and had a really good first half here, Drago. They've sort of held him at bay here a bit in the second, but he's one that, with that size inside, he's going to face, and he's going to force a lot of teams to change the way they play their interior defence come the college basketball season.
Absolutely. So Foxwell asks for the screen and receives. Nothing happening though. Now Newley forces it inside. Floating two, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line.
So one thing I love about college basketball, you're nearly down 30 points, you've still got the coach, the assistant coaches, everyone on the bench. They're still clapping, they're still up and about. Got to say, I know the rules are a bit different in college basketball in America, but Rick Croy, I reckon, has been on the court more than some of the players. But obviously very enthusiastic. He's 11th year with the program, and he's turned this program from a mid-tier Division 2 school all the way now to Division 1 as Newley knocks him down, and it's up to a 30-point game, which is probably representative of how good Melbourne United have been.
You've got to remember too, and it probably sounds a bit silly, but it's obviously an Australian professional basketball team against college visitors, so they've done well, the Lancers. So they're going to make everything try to work for them here. Outside to Chiquinho. Foul on the shot clock, he works his player down. Heavy contact there, no call. An easy collection there for Coleman for two. It's just a good experience for these players coming from overseas.
Absolutely.
Taking on what not is the best of the best for United. Clearly some of their players aren't here at the moment, as Foxwell just finds a nice floating drive. But again, just to take on even some of these guys here is just going to teach them a lot. Isaac. It's Washington, who's done this a couple of times tonight. Spills outside though. Stevenson, the third three for the game.
He's now the leading scorer for the Lancers, up to 14. He's had a very good second half. It's just what can happen when you don't force your shots.
Next ball to Newley, outside. United to respond in kind and can't. Falls short, the bench telling the Lancers just to go. 2 minutes left. Here's everything. Chiquinho. To the aforementioned. Stevenson. Tipped by Newley. Ball in contest, but they keep it. Chiquinho outside. Ball's left. Newley collects, and they're going to want to go now quickly too. Triplet. Feeds inside. That's got to be a charge call, and it is. Didn't see him standing there.
Yeah, great charge there from Stevenson. And the bench very much like that. That's what you want to see, especially from a young team. A lot of new players in. Something like that happens late in the game, get up and about, get around him. It's exactly what you want to see. So timeout called here. Just under 2 minutes left here. Despite the fact we started off with a little bit of technical difficulties, it's been a great night of entertainment here. Melbourne United, once again, a few players that are contracted, few development players, few fill-ins, if you will, in front of nearly a packed house here at Diamond Valley Stadium here on a Saturday night.
Absolutely. Thought you were frustrated not seeing anything at the start of this game. Don't worry. We were on board with that too, but look, tech issues are tech issues. It's all good.
The Lancers continue their Australian tour tomorrow. They play a make-up of the South East Melbourne Phoenix at the State Basketball Centre. That'll be online for all the Lancers fans out there and the Phoenix fans. But at the end of the day, especially the guys here, made juniors and seniors who wouldn't have been able to do trips like this for pre-season due to circumstances around the world, to get an Australian tour here, especially if it's their second last year or last year of college. It's a great experience for them and something they will treasure, even if they may be a bit disappointed tonight in the result.
Absolutely, and if you're a Melbourneite and want to catch United again, 9th of September at Casey Stadium, 7 p.m, they take on the Phoenix. Another pre-season game as well too, that'll be fantastic. Make sure to get down there as we're running out the last 2 minutes here. Coleman looking his player down. Woodward tried to get some height on that one, but didn't collect. And Foxwell now. Runs the three. He's inside. Kicked out to Triplet from quarter court. Nails it. Big three. Triplet.
He knew that one was good. He almost turned around before the ball had left his hands.
Isaac. Chiquinho. Washington, who spins, is forced to retreat. One won't fall. Has the official going to see this? Going United's way.
It's good defence there from Kofritzis. He's got a bit of a slight size and weight advantage over Washington there, so to use his size there a little bit better.
Minute and change left in this one. Foxwell. Avoiding that open gap, but decides against it. Feeds the Triplet. Heavily defended, reads the screen, wants to go for two in a row, but it's very short. He had hands on that, he's asking for the foul. He's probably not terribly wrong, but the official's going to say it was at least touched off the shot. Probably can't really argue with that, to be honest. It felt very, very short, and there was hands in there, so...
Oh, he just made a 30-footer, so I don't think he's airballing it by that much.
3.8 seconds on the shot clock. Something quick up here. Got to get it in first, as they do. Foxwell needs to recognise and does. From the point, falls outside, and strong rebound there from Coleman. Just going the Lancers. You've got to give it to them. They're not slowing down. Not on that drive either.
Now that's a move and a half there.
Just another block counter there, but Washington did very well on that drive.
Oh, they've left him. Holzma for three. Oh, would have been a good way to finish it off in front of his home fans.
Everyone open now, just going for some outside baskets, not happening. And with 10 seconds left, United are probably going to slow this one down, as we tend to do in respect. So that'll be it. What an amazing night here for Diamond Valley, the association, the domestic clubs. What an incredible opportunity to see this amazing NBL team, Melbourne United, come away with a big win here. 28 points against the visitors, and the Lancers, full credit to them, as we said, playing a professional Australian basketball team, did very, very well. Full credit to them for coming down and putting on an absolute show. Highlights though was absolutely Krebs tonight, shooting 22 points, slowed down in the second, but boy, he had a big first quarter. Newley with 11, as well as Travers and Stevenson, scoring leader for the Lancers with 14, Daniels with 11, and Drago with 10. And we certainly can't fault away from the big statistics from that game. United, 22 assists to Lance's 4, and the big one, 14 blocks to 1. It was 0 for a very long time, and Lancers picked one up at the end there. So immense work in defence and offence from United tonight.
And we spoke about the ball movement and their defence, and it was just a class performance from Melbourne United, and very Dean Bickerman will walk away very happy, gave some players a run, and the Lancers, once again, it's great experience, it's great learning coming up to their season. So thank you for everyone here in attendance and all the people that have tuned in all the forums, whether it be the NBL app, YouTube, the Lancers stream all the way in California. I know there'll be a few out there. Get some sleep, probably 4 a.m. over in California at the moment.
Absolutely.
But thank you all for tuning in. It's been a joy to call alongside here with AJ.
Definitely. And don't forget Melbourne United. Want to acknowledge club sponsors Tyre Power, Trojan Tools, Dream Speed, Derrimut Gyms, Bloodston, Hard Courts, Beaumont Tiles and Buller Dairy Foods for their incredible support through the last and upcoming season as well too. And don't forget, Melbourne United memberships are on sale now. Premium Gold and Silver full season memberships are sold out. So get in quick, secure your seat to each game coming up at John Caner Arena this season. It was an epic one last year, and it's certainly to be a big NBL23 one coming up late September. Thank you very much for tuning in. We will see you when we next see you.